15 years, Howie. We are celebrating our 15-year anniversary together as partners.
Went fast, right?
Crazy. So we wanted to give you an idea of what has happened in our lives over the past 15 years. So 15 years ago, I had a 13-year-old daughter who's now getting married in December. I had an 11-year-old daughter who's now a lawyer, barred in New York and Florida and living in New York. And I had an 8-year-old daughter who's now working and living in Manhattan. And you?
And well, when I came down here from New York, you'll recall that I had 3 children.
I recall.
I now have 4. How did that happen? They were ages 7, 4, and 2 when we came down, and then within a year of us coming to South Florida from Westchester County in New York, we had our 4th kid, and a great blessing. But those kids are now 23, 19, 17, and 14. And we've got one out of college, one's in college, one's applying to college, and one's just a 9th grader and, embarking on that journey.
15 years ago, when you came down, I lived in a big family house in Parkland. And now I live in a small empty nester townhouse in Delray Beach.
And I bought in Parkland, and I'm still in that same house 15 years later. We're 4 years away from empty nesthood.
But who's counting?
Not counting.
We have been through storms, hurricanes, now COVID. Howie, when you first came down, you faced a storm right away.
Well, actually, and so it's interesting because I was up in New York 6 weeks after I got here speaking at a New York State Bar conference, and I flew back on a Sunday, which I happen to know was October 24th. Why? Because October 25th was Hurricane Wilma. But I landed, I got home at like 3:30 in the afternoon, and here are 2 New Yorkers, my wife and I, looking at these sheets of metal and putting up hurricane shutters like we don't know what's doing. And I just remember thinking that was the beginning of like, what am I doing here and what's going on? And then of course you wake up the next day and it's like a war zone, and I'm like, I will take a snowstorm over a hurricane any day of the week.
Well, just because you didn't know hurricanes, and Wilma was a bad one in 2005.
It was a bad. Yeah,
so.
My neighbor comes out and says, "This is the worst hurricane we've had in 35 years." And I was thinking, "Oh, lucky me."
It was your welcome to Florida. You see?
Exactly.
In the office, we've been fortunate to have many repeat or the same clients for 15 years. We have many of our same referral sources. We love to welcome new clients and new referral sources.
Well, and I have to say, Ellen, it has been just a real pleasure and an honor to, work with you and be partners with you. And
I didn't make him say that.
Well, it just made me think, though, that we're very fortunate in being able to do what we both really love to do. And we have each other, and we've built a really wonderful law firm here in the South Florida area, and it's been a great ride. It's really been awesome.
It's true. Howie really is. He's my brother. He's my partner in every sense of the word, and we're very fortunate that we have that kind of a support system and relationship, both professionally and personally.
Well, so what do you want to say? Here's to the next 15?
You got it. If we were drinking, we would cheers.
I hope it doesn't go as fast as the last 15.
15 years from now, we will both be 70 and 71.
I'm still going, I imagine.
We don't believe in retirement, so you'll be seeing us.
Well, thank you everyone for listening, and we appreciate the opportunity to serve you here in the South Florida and the New York area.